Welcome to HWA Wrestling. On today's program, new HWA heavyweight champion, Easy Money, makes his first start since winning the title, and he will face former champ, Ray Steele. I'm your host, Les Thatcher, and we have a great lineup today. Joining me at the desk, OVW matchmaker, Jim Cornette.
Les, it's great to be back, and tonight, what an interesting show. Kaz Hayashi and Jimmy Yang are back, and Tiger Hung Lo has changed their look once again to make them more marketable. Also, on Hanging With today, Commissioner Patrick Black fills us in on where the WCW invasion stands since last week. WWF dismantled the alliance. That segment has my attention, but right now, let's go to Hoss to introduce the first contest.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a singles competition. Introducing first, from San Antonio, Texas, with Mike Sanders, Lance Cade! And his opponent.
Lance Cade, tough young competitor, and man, he's going to face certainly no slouch himself. One of the best in the WWF developmental system from Boston. Who's your daddy? Steve Bradley. Let's go to Hoss for the introduction.
Hailing from the combat zone in downtown Boston, Massachusetts, who's your daddy? Steve Bradley!
Well, referee Robert Briscoe now trying to get the laundry and the linen off of Steve Bradley and get Mike Sanders organized and call for the bell here. What a tremendous opening contest. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for inviting us into your homes on the Heartland Wrestling Association program tonight. Bradley and Cade has been, as you said, Les, a much improved competitor. Since joining with Mike Sanders, I don't think that's any testimony to the brilliance of Sanders' managerial mind. I think that's more a testament to the fact that Lance Cade had it in him all along, but he needed this kind of advantage to give him the confidence he needed to take the step to the next level.
I would agree, and right now he's facing maybe one of his toughest opponents to date, Steve Bradley, a very tough competitor. Cade with the reversal on the arm whip sets up for the backdrop. Bradley reads it, kicks him with the boot, takes him high for the backdrop.
Oh!
Great opening match here, Jim.
Tremendous elevation on the backdrop, and who's your daddy? Steve Bradley, the native of Boston's combat zone, closes in, but makes a crucial mistake there. Lance Cade moved out of the way, and I'll tell you, Les, Mike Sanders has given Cade, as we said, a lot of new confidence, a lot of newfound aggression. But Bradley is not going to let Cade have this thing in a cakewalk, because Steve Bradley will cheat and lie and steal with the best of them to get ahead. He has fought all his life growing up, and he continues to fight as a member of the WWF developmental program. He wants a spot on Raw.
And right now, Lance Cade is building his chances of getting that spot on Raw as well, as he suplexes Steve Bradley and takes over on the offense. This one has been a very even match from the get-go. Both these guys pretty even in size, speed, and power.
Well, Cade backing up there. Wait a minute. He charged across the ring, and Bradley caught him flush in the jaw with that boot. Now Bradley swinging a miss. Cade, I got a Kerry Von Erich like discus punch and just blistered Bradley down to the mat. And look at Sanders. Wait a minute. Lateral press. Count of two, and no. Sanders very full of himself there. Cade pressed the advantage. Sanders and Bradley have some bad blood. Don't invite them to the same party, Les.
Yeah, you got that one right. Look here. Bradley, the veteran of the pair, and it shows as he takes the advantage there with a quick schoolboy, but not enough, as Lance Cade nails him with that clothesline. Cade seems to be more aggressive under the guidance of Mike Sanders, Jim.
Well, you know, I think that's made a big difference in this young man's game. He had the talent all along. Wait a minute. Bradley, surprise spinebuster cover, only got the two. Lance Cade had the talent all along, but he's only 20 years old. He's got a long way to go to mature, and I think that Sanders gave him an excuse to find some confidence, and that's what's made the difference. Sanders didn't tell him anything he didn't know. He had it all along. He just needed to bring it out, and now that super kick. Cade put Bradley down, and Cade going to the top. Looks like he's going to go for some high-risk maneuvering. And I'll tell you, this could pay off, or it could cost him.
And right now, he doesn't need to hesitate, but he did. And that did cost him, as you mentioned, Jim. Bradley had enough time to pull it together and get out of the way. And right now, Lance Cade is nursing a sore butt cheek.
Well, that's why they call it high risk. That could have won the match for him, or it could have been a crucial mistake, but now Bradley makes one as well. Shoulder into the ring post. He moved the ring, and Cade came out of the corner with a big bulldog. Hooks the far leg, two, and no.
Bradley's still in this one and still in it strong enough. to get that shoulder up before the count of 3. And Lance Cade himself frustrated now because he thought he had Bradley put away, and yet Bradley still hanging tough. He set him up on that top rope. Let's see where he's going with this one. Loops a right hand. He throws some vicious punches, Jim.
Well, I tell you, he gets the leverage, too, because those long arms, he can really throw a right hand. Oh, wait a minute. Bradley shoves Cade back off the ropes. Now Bradley's on the top. Cade splattered on the mat. Bradley has the opportunity here. Diving headbutt. Nobody home. Bradley made a mistake there, and it's come down to just who can last in this battle of high-risk maneuvers, Les.
Yes, exactly. Looks like Lance Cade to his feet first, shaking the cobwebs off. Bradley coming up a bit slower. Cade should try to take advantage here and put Bradley away if at all possible. Whoa! Too much hesitation there. Bradley gets him.
Can you believe it? Wait a minute. Lance Cade trying to get all over referee Robert Briscoe. Bradley rolls to the floor. Bradley got the surprise victory with that small package, reversing the vertical suplex attempt. Sanders is ticked.
Yes, he is. And Steve Bradley, with the edge and experience, scores the big win and saves him beating at the hands of both Cade and Sanders. And we'll be back with more exciting HWA action right after this.